Hey, welcome back to another travel vlog. This one is back to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and the occasion was for the Derby that was being hosted at the Oaklawn Casino. We started our trip Friday morning. We crossed state lines into Arkansas around noon, and we arrived at our first stop, the Garvan Woodland Gardens, which was one of the places we did not get to see last time we were here. So, of course, it had to be the first stop on this trip. The scenery here was stunning. I loved seeing all the beautiful flowers, and the architectural structures were just breathtaking. They do allow dogs in the garden. I did see in their website they charge $5 per dog and one dog per person. The garden itself was pretty big. You can easily spend a few hours there. We spent about an hour there, which worked out for us since it was starting to rain and it did allow us to see a lot. We were here March 27th through the 29th. The weather during this time for us was for the most part cold. At least it was that whole Friday. The last part we wanted to see was Anthony Chapel. The architecture is worth seeing. Unfortunately, the day we were there, it was booked for weddings, so we weren't allowed to go in. We had to admire it from afar, but we did find this other piece here, which was still mind blowing. Right after the garden, we made our way to the Airbnb, which was around 20 minutes, give or take. To get to our Airbnb, we did have to go through the downtown, and then once we got near the cabin, we did go through a gate that required a pin to go through. But I will say, at night it was kind of scary since there was no lights and we were in the woods. I just got done getting ready. I ended up putting a tad bit of makeup, blush, and some highlight, but nothing else aside from my skincare. It is about to be 6:20 and we're going to head out to meet some of my husband's friends for dinner. And then from there, we are gonna go to the Oaklawn Casino and hang out for a bit, maybe gamble a little bit. They do want to hit up some blackjack tables. Depending on the dealer, I may get the courage to sit at the table myself and gamble. We'll see. For dinner, we're gonna head out to the same place we went last time for the pizza. I forget the restaurant's name. But yeah, the drive up here wasn't too bad. I feel like it kind of flew by. We did end up making about 3 stops just for potty breaks, really. No gas. Actually, the gas lasted me up until I got here, and even then I still had 100 miles to go. And then yeah, the first place that we stopped was at the garden place, which was very, very nice, you guys. I loved it, and I even loved that it was a little bit overcast. Right as we were leaving, it did start to drizzle, which thankfully we didn't get drenched or anything like that. As for the cabin, it's been really nice. We've been loving it. The bathroom, I feel like it's a decent size. The last cabin we were at, it was so tiny, but this one I've been enjoying it. I wish we had brought an Autumn, and that was the original plan, but instead she's being taken care of by one of my husband's friends, and I know she's enjoying her time because she is at our house, so she didn't have to go someplace that she didn't know. Very casual, especially since it is a little cold tonight. I'm just wearing a navy V crop shirt, and then my jacket. This was a gift from my mom. I don't know where she got it from. Jeans from Abercrombie, and my New Balance.
I know, there's no full-length mirror here, so this is how I'm doing my OOTD. And then my Jacquemus bag. You guys, I did get a stain on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. And I don't know how to remove it. And honestly, I haven't looked into it, but I need to get it removed. Can't really notice it unless you're like really staring at it. Yeah, I do need to clean that up.
It's Saturday, Derby Day. We got to Oaklawn around 11 a.m. I was so excited. This was my first time being at a derby. From what I learned, whoever would win here would qualify to go to the Kentucky Derby. The morning did start off a little chilly. I was definitely not prepared. I had a dress and a cardigan, but thankfully I had a jacket in my car that I used for the day. This event had craft beer garden, live music, food trucks of course, and a hat contest which was pretty cool. Everyone's outfit out here were all over the place. I mentioned this because I was unsure of what to wear, but it really didn't matter. Some people were dressed very casual, too, some really went all out, and then there was anything in between. I didn't get an OOTD of our outfits, but I wore a white blue dress from Old Navy with a white cardigan from Aritzia, while my husband wore a blue suit and his scally. Oh, and I also wore a hat, of course, to cover my face, especially when we were out in the sun.
final sweep of the cabin. Looks like we got everything. There has been times, sadly, that we've forgotten stuff. So this time we want to make sure that we got everything. It was a nice little trip. So sad that it's over now. We gotta head home, but at least we'll be coming home to our baby girl Autumn. I can't wait to see her. It was a nice little getaway. 5 hours wasn't too bad. The drive, the Derby was a good experience. My husband didn't get to get the pizza that he usually comes here for. I say usually, like we've been doing it. This was the second time. And what else? Yeah, it was a good time. Different experience. Felt like a whole different experience, even though this is our second time here with the Derby and all, and then going to that garden. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video.